We are doing something very out of the ordinary for us today.
Today we are flying on 2 different business class flights.
We are flying from Zagreb, Croatia, all the way to Colombia today, although I have a tiny pit stop in the United States.
Sam's going to be flying on the AirFrance business class on the 777-300ER, and I will be flying KLM Dreamliner 7879 business class. I think it's called like World Business Class.
Hasta pronto! Hi, babe.
She's sad. She's not that sad.
I'll see you in Colombia. Bye. Made it to the Zagreb airport. I gotta say, this is usually Nick's job. He will be missed for many reasons, but really specifically for the travel day logistics. They called business class, baby. Flight number 1, Zagreb to Paris. Thank you. You can find me in seat number 2. Made it to Paris. This lounge is very fancy. Also, look at that view. I'm gonna get some Dom Perignon. Part of the reason I'm leaving early is because I want to be the first one on the plane. I want full advantage of my time in business class, Air France. Thank you. It has been the weirdest travel day. I really haven't been entirely sure what's happening the whole day, but we've made it. I have my flight. I'm gonna be one of the first ones on. Clearly not the first one. It's 6:31 and it said that they were gonna begin boarding at 6:35. So that's trickery. You can find me in seat 4A. But again, a very weird situation. I got on the plane and they weren't ready for us. Sure, that's fine. Not really sure what's happening. Okay, no problem. It's totally fine. Thank you. Okay, yes. So they made us leave the plane and wait till they were ready for us to come back on. I don't know what's happening with you, Air France, but this is a little crazy. Today, I am flying business class from Paris, France to Newark, New Jersey via Air France. Okay, so let me do a quick seat tour before anyone comes on. First and foremost, we have a little hanger to hang your jackets and everything. We have cubbies here, like many cubbies, a TV. We have a recliner because this is a lie flat seat. We have a tray table, and apparently there's some very delicious food on this flight. So far, let me give my first impressions. And like, not trying to be a snob or anything, I've just been on my fair share of business class flights, like 4. And this is like nothing super special. We don't even get like a kit or anything, but maybe that comes later. So I'm not going to just assume that that's not going to happen, but there's very little privacy. Nick is not with me, so someone can sit right here and there's no barrier or anything, so it's not a private flight at all. And the plane is like pretty old. I'm not complaining because I'm still flying business class and it could be a lot worse. But I'm just saying, As an observation, since we're comparing business class flights, this is my observation for this flight. We got kits, and he walked up to me and handed it to me, and I was like, you did that just for me, right? And he was like, ah. Let's see what's in it. A mask, earplugs, some socks, toothpaste, a handy dandy toothbrush, a pen, a moisturizer, lip balm. Not too bad. He's coming around passing out champagne. Let the champagne adventures begin. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
The luggage in the rear cargo bay.
Veuillez laisser votre ceinture détachée. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard AirFrance. We'll be with you at this Boeing until we reach Newark. Please store your baggage in the range compartment. Only small hand baggage and accessories must be placed on the seat in front of you. Emergency exit. Bathroom and clear. Smoking is prohibited. E-cigarettes are not permitted. They must be switched up and kept on you. The aircraft is being refueled. At this time, please leave your seatbelt unfastened.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Amsterdam Airport, where I am so excited for this flight today. It's very early. I had to stay overnight here in Amsterdam, but we are flying 11 hours from Amsterdam to Bogota today. But the first thing is get through security, passport, and all that, and then go to the lounge. All right, we just made it through passport control. Security was super easy here, but passport control was insane. That took like 45 minutes. I always forget how big this airport is, because yesterday when I landed, I walked for like, it felt like 2 miles, and now I probably have to do that again. Struggling to find a seat. There are so many people here. This might be the most crowded lounge I've ever seen. Thank you. All right, it's time to leave the lounge. I still have like 15 minutes before I board. That was good timing. They were literally starting to board right as I walked up.
Se les pide que empiecen a embarcar a través de la vía de...
This really modern looking lie flat business class seat on KLM was really nice and very comfortable. It featured a flip out TV screen, all these little buttons to adjust your seat from lying flat to whatever angle. It had quite a bit of cubby space, although mine was kind of broken and I closed it for takeoff and the flight attendant actually had to come pry it open. The seat I picked was actually closer to the window, so it felt like I had a little pod, had tons of feet space, plenty of area to put bags, plenty of area to put your cell phones and anything you bring on board, and the seat itself was fairly comfortable. And after looking at Sam's seat, I think mine was a lot more modern and had a lot more privacy. So first impression is it's very spacious. The footwell, where like when you lay down, where you put your feet, it's like really deep and really wide, because on United the footwell is like really narrow, and if you're a tall person that's an issue. I'm like 5'10" on a good day, so if you're 5'10" or less, you got like queen size bed in here. For the aviation geeks, this plane is set up in a 1-2-1 configuration, and I chose seat 6K. I'm gonna be eating for like probably 8 hours straight. I'm okay with that because I'm gonna be drinking champagne for 8 hours straight too. Better believe it.
Voor iedereen die als bestemming Cartagena heeft, in Bogota maken we een tussenstop. Daar kunnen ook mensen in en uitstappen. Dan wordt het vliegtuig schoongemaakt en daarna vervolgen onze route in de richting van Cartagena. Onze eerste vlucht zal aanvangen in een noordelijke richting. We zullen starten van de zogenaamde polderbaan. Daarna zullen we vrij snel linksaf slaan in de richting van Wales. Passeren we
This is so fancy. Like, what? They just came around and passed out these menus. And you just get to select. We have an appetizer, a starter, a dish, a cheese, a dessert, and a refreshment. Do I get the salmon with slow-cooked vegetables? Or do I get the risotto with artichokes and mushrooms? They just came to take my order and I said the salmon, but the second question they asked us was if we wanted him to wake us up for the second meal or like if we're sleeping just to keep sleeping. And I was like, yeah, definitely wake me up for the second meal. I'm flying business class. I'm gonna eat and drink all night. Champagne number 2. Look at this little olive oil. So this first appetizer is a black quinoa with orange puree and a crab salad and a regular salad and a piece of bread. That's the appetizer. That's the first course. Glass number 3, cheers. They asked if I wanted different wines and I was like, yeah, sure. And so they poured me the 2 whites that are available and more champagne. So now I have 2 glasses of white wine and like champagne number 3 or 4. So much food. I am seriously so full. Let's go check in to see how the KLM food is.
So one of the food options for Maine is like a Asian combination of like a few different countries, but mostly Thai food. But in honor of us being in Asia for almost 4 months, I think I'm gonna go with that.
And what would you like to drink?
Okay.
Champagne, yeah. Thank you.
So for a starter, I got the Thai red curry soup. Let's try it out.
Dat is wit of een bruin broodje?
Not super spicy, which is actually kind of nice right now, but it's like coconut heavy, very nice. This is an amazing first course. Of course, I got a glass of champagne because, like I said, champagne for 10 hours. Yeah, why not? So it looks like I got chicken, red curry, some kind of Asian vegetable, and I think it's like beef red egg. It's pretty good. And it's my 3rd glass of champagne. We're only like an hour and a half in. Not even mad about it. So I just finished eating and the food was really good. Not the best business class meal I've ever had, but can't complain. Alright, welcome to the bathroom tour. It's very clean and it's like a good size. Of course, you got the Netherlands tour. You got lotion, body mist. But let's do a quick 360 so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, not much to it. Let's go see how Sam's bathroom tour is going.
Quick bathroom tour. First, look how spacious spacious it is. Second, mirrors here, mirrors here, mirror here. Like, there's a lot happening in here. I mean, it's a pretty standard bathroom, but it's like very big. Do you see that? It looks like we have some lotion, some fragrance. Not too bad. Nothing super fancy, but overall pretty good.
She got. I knew she was on the 777-300. I think she said that the cabin was older, which is very unfortunate because AirFrance just released a new 777-300 business class that looks super nice.
I also have to say that the service is so good here. Like, literally, they brought me everything and anything. They were like, what kind of dessert do you want? And I was like, oh, that one. And then they gave me the other dessert option too. The service is out of this world. Wow. I'm so full. Cheers.
7 hours later.
I just heard them say that we have 1 hour and 15 minutes left. We have another meal, and I'm not hungry at all. I haven't slept. But I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna drink the coffee because it's business class. I think I'm just so tired. I don't even know, like, is it morning? Is it night?
So at the beginning of the video I mentioned I'm really excited for this flight because at the end of the flight they give you something. But it's basically like a little ceramic house, and on the inside there's chocolate. So chocolate's like my favorite thing because you want to eat chocolate, right? But how cool is that?
Dan leuk ik gewoon de stoel naar beneden te doen en neemt je de kaart met.
Thank you for everything. It was so lovely to be on this flight with you. Have a great one. And just like that, I made it to New York. That was a very lovely flight. The service was unbelievable. Just all around great. I'm so happy to be here. I am officially back in the United States. We haven't been in the States since like February 1st. And it definitely like feels, I guess, maybe good to be back, but I am done for now. And because I have a lot of very boring flights coming up, I will see you in Colombia.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Feels so good to be home. But if you want to find out why I'm here in Colombia, I kind of just told you, but sorry to kind of cut you off there. We got security really fast. And that was the fastest I've ever gone through passport control in Colombia. Last time I was here, it took like 2 hours. If you want to consider subscribing, we have some adventures here in South America over the next month. We're very excited for. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Leave in the comments which airline you liked more, which business class you would have preferred. But thanks for hanging out with us, and until next time, we'll see you on the go. And I will be flying from.
Today I'm flying business class from Paris to Newark. From Paris to Newark, New York.
but it's good. I ate my kebab last night. I don't know if I mentioned that I have been craving a doner kebab, and I got it. Did not feel well after, but it was worth every bite.